The place where I am now is the ASEAN Secretariat. As the largest free trade zone in the world, more than 90% of trade in goods between approved RCEP members will eventually be tariff-free after the RCEP agreement takes effect. By 2030, RCEP is expected to drive a net increase of $519 billion in exports and $186 billion in national income for its member countries.
You have all 10 countries of ASEAN, together with 5 major countries of the Asia Pacific, will actually be a very strong foundation for the recovery from the pandemic to advance open trade and open free flow of goods and services. I think this is very essential for us in this region to actually navigate ourselves out of this crisis. It is very important to keep the free flow of goods as well as services so that all the economies can benefit from cross interactions of all the economies.
I think it's good for the future. It bolsters confidence. It brings back the feeling that they can overcome these difficulties.
With the COVID-19 pandemic still ongoing, the economies of various countries are certainly still under pressure. With the RCEP agreement, I think economic integration between countries, particularly ASEAN plus China, plus Japan, plus Australia and New Zealand, I think this will be faster, and this will impact the increasing demand for exports and also direct investment in member countries. This can accelerate the economic recovery for these member countries.
The RCEP is expected to create new opportunities for growth, as export-driven South Korea will benefit from lower trade barriers and improved market access for goods and services for business in member countries. South Korea automobile and steel companies are expected to benefit a lot, and the popularity of Korean culture is expected to further increase in the RCEP countries.
I think China can play a very big role in helping develop the South Asian region. Because after all, South Asia is split into small countries because of the ocean, The sea separated us. I think before it was just one big mass of land. And I think China can bring that together again.
RCEP is so far the largest and the most important free trade agreement signed by China. Nearly 30% of China's exports will receive zero tariff treatment, and access conditions for services trade and investment will also improve. RCEP will help China increase trade, accelerate industrial upgrading, and promote economic growth. At the same time, the more opening and fast-growing Chinese market will provide other countries in the region with new opportunities to expand their exports to China and share its development dividend.
I think that China will share its domestic market with all the nations of East Asia and then into a bigger area as time goes on. So yes, this is a big difference for the world, big difference for China as China becomes more international. More brands and more sources and more supply routes and markets will be developed. And for the world, almost certainly greater growth. And if we know that in the last 20 years, China has been over 30% of the world's growth. Now with BRI and these free trade zones in East Asia, we think that the growth will be even bigger.